No,
I don't know. That's how my brain works.
Yeah.
My brain is like most people. Like you have clips and they're like a adequate distance away, but then it pops up us where it's like right in your face, and it's like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm trying new things all the time.
Are you? Like this new intro.
Are we still recording? Oh, I did not know we were recording. Hey, welcome to the National Beer Critic Podcast with your host, Sasha, a.k.a. Benedict Cumberpatch. Please explain your fucking name, because that shit is Doctor Strange as hell.
Cumberbatch.
Was it more normal to say batch than patch? I don't think it is.
There's no P in there, but
wait, hold on. Now I have a question. Do you think his nickname or growing up, anyone ever called him Benny Cum?
Yeah, definitely. Benny Cum. Benny One Cum.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
That's a clip right there.
That is a clip right there, but let's give you another clip. Being that your boy survived a near fatal accident and I healed relatively quickly, I am Wolverine. Your boy Logan.
You are small and hairy, so yes, I'll give it to you. How's your sense of smell? Hairy?
Pretty good. It's actually like a lot better than most things because I can't see that well. So I feel like I've everything that you believed as a kid, I still believe as an adult. Like, I totally believe that I lost some eyesight and it got replaced with a great sense of smell and taste. Yeah, I don't know, everything, all that stuff, anything that you can. I used to like heal quicker and really thought that I was like, damn, I'm getting like mutagenic genes like healing me. I have a healing factor. They shouldn't have gave me any kind of. They should have left me behind. Why did they have social promotion? Why did they let me pass the 4th grade? They should have kept my ass and taught me long division.
They shouldn't
Sons
have
of bitches.
Do anything.
Shouldn't have never let me graduate.
I am Joey from the National League Treasure, aka Thrillah from the 3. That's me. Also,
did I ever tell you guys I'm pretty sure I could waterbend? I thought this for like 2 years.
Okay. Time for a confession. Let Joey. Like, I feel like we all have some stupid thing that we think like we're gonna will into existence somehow. Like all of a sudden, like if I just train a little more, I'm gonna be like superhuman level, not like just like strong, like superhuman. Like one day I'm gonna start pulling a semi truck with my teeth. That is a real feat of strength. I'm just saying, guys. Why can't I do it?
I gotta say this. I had this thought actually like this morning. Anime and cartoons like literally ruined my fucking life, dude. Because like
so much.
To this day, like I'm 35 years old next month, and I do not have normal fantasies or dreams. Like there's people who are like, yo, I want to be a veterinarian. I want to be a lawyer. Like these are their fantasies. Like they are having wet dreams thinking about opening a bakery or fucking, being a swim school teacher and teaching babies how to swim. And I just think about like, if I scream loud enough, can I make this concrete beneath me crack? Like a Dragon Ball Z character.
Yeah. I'm just waiting for the day that I start inheriting the powers of Aizen. Start to like move like time and space and the continuity of things. Man, listen, I always think that I'm one step away somehow. Like you guys didn't like scream like and totally believe that you might totally get to Super Saiyan if you just went and then the disappointment after because
you realized I tried it. I gave myself a headache.
Chubby kid from Queens. Bro, I tried to do a swanton bomb on my brother. All right. I was always chubby. There was no reason why I should have done that. All I did was give man a complete like black eye because I flipped, but I didn't make the turn completely. So I just went straight down on his face. Yeah, that's they shouldn't have let me do anything. Why did they trust me with another life?
Yeah, I constantly think about like, what if I can control that person's blood? Like these are the things I think about.
Blood bending would be so cool.
Or do you ever have like an intrusive thought and think you're reading someone else's mind? Yes. Like that wasn't me. Like that was definitely this guy on the train.
Yep. Yeah, that mad person. No, I trust me. Those intrusive thoughts, man. You know what's weird? I guess because the internet has kind of given us this ability to see that we're kind of part of the shared collective experience. You almost always thought, like, at least when I was growing up, you thought like that kind of stuff happened and it was just like, man, I am just a psychopath. But it's like then you get to, the ripe old age of 35 and TikTok starts showing you all these people like contemplating putting their face in boiling water. I don't know how we got here, but I'm glad that we've all started to admit that we're really fucked up. Really fucked up.
Yeah, too, and it's not even cartoons too, because I was thinking too. It's like, well, what did I watch that like wasn't cartoons? That was real, that was that like what could I have aligned myself with?
Dark?
I was never going to
wrong.
be in Point Break. I was never going to be in Goodfellas. I was never going to pistol whip some dude in his driveway. Actually, I think I've almost done that, but like never like as a high. As allegedly, but I didn't do it as a person who made tons of money in organized crime and owned a home. This was like as a ne'er do well in the streets. So like all of my fantasies that could be real, that could be real life, they're all like violent. I should have just been in way more into crime. I really like now. I feel
you ever think
like
about
one life to live. I should have just done some.
Why did we decide to go straight? We, it really starting to mob and having an organized structure is exactly how your boy Young Thug got snatched up. What the fuck? The RICO Act just went straight for those men. Like for those men. Who else was caught up in that? Dude, I don't remember.
Of them. It's like 28 people associated with YSL were arrested.
Wow. I know we talked about this last time, but all this history and evidence and movies of the KKK, we can't get the RICO Act even enacted once.
You know what's funny though about the RICO? I don't know where the RICO comes from. I read the history once years ago, but I forgot. But like in my head, here's where it comes from, right? So imagine you're like a mobster in the 1920s. In the 1920s, to be a mobster, all you really had to do to like have a high level crime syndicate was like wait by the docks for like the potato imports and then just beat up the guys unloading it. You know what I mean? Like if you just like stood by the docks, whooped the nigga's ass who was bringing in the fucking alcohol and stole it, and then you just decided you control the alcohol for your town. That's all you really have to do. Police didn't even have guns in the 1920s. They were walking around with fucking those cartoon nightsticks.
But they were mostly had those big billy clubs.
Yeah, exactly. So like if you wanted to control a whole town, if you wanted to control like a port in Jersey, all you gotta do is like smack the crap out of fucking all you need is a crowbar to smack the crap out of some dock worker and then to break open the crates and take all the alcohol or potatoes or whatever they're shipping in there, and then you control the town. So I imagine the police saw this and they're like, all right, we can't just keep giving out assault cases because there's a million of these motherfuckers with their beating up people at the docks. So we got to start getting them all in one fell swoop.
Stick it up, Tommy. No, you're right, and I think that's why organized crime is cool. Let's be real, guys. And it's because you have grassroots mob efforts right at that level, just sticking by the docks. Your name is Tony. You just came from some kind of weird island, and you beat up some poor, unsuspecting, Irish dude. And you start like a crime of life, and you're successful. I don't know. Maybe that's what the movies and video games have been teaching me.
That's what Goodfellas was in the. When was Goodfellas take place? The 80s.
Yes.
Remember they had the 60s. Remember they had a whole heist where all they had to do was like pay off two guys that worked at the airport, and they robbed like a plane.
The Lufthansa,
like it was
the Lufthansa heist. That was actually like a crazy fucking heist. Like they stole, they got a hold not only of money and jewelry, but they got a hold of like actual like artifacts, like history, and like
and all they did is like pay a TSA nigga just to let them know when the shit was landing. Like that's really all they have to do. Like was crime that easy back then?
It was, and I think it's just like, I think it kind of tying in crime and sharing a show that I'd like to talk about. I think I talked to you off air, Joey, but Tokyo Vice, and the Yakuza is like super fascinating, but I think it's just because like it's exoticized, but there's a lot of like weird rules that they keep on for all this time that is super interesting. But like the way people react to the Yakuza in Japan would make me want to be part of the Yakuza immediately.
Yeah.
Because like they're just instantly like people are just oh, like they see an inch of a tattoo and like they just know this guy is really terrible. We don't need to be talking to him. I think that's a good way to live. I mean, fine suits, good tattoos. You get your pick of the litter. I mean, I don't know, man.
It's all done in house.
They seem to have got it down really cool.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
Now over here, when you see a stitch of a tattoo, you're like, oh, he's probably vegan and rides a bicycle.
Yeah, you're probably just like saying, oh wow, like he's like definitely gonna write about this on Google. Ha 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 ha. He's gonna review this.
He's gonna tweet about feminism. Look at his tattoos.
He's gonna tell me it's name's Pho, not Faux. He's gonna. Speaking of feminism, wow, that's always a good line.
I saw our friends of the pod, the Lit Outlet. I saw one of their clips. It was on my For You page on TikTok. And apparently, I need to be on the Lit Outlet. If you guys are watching this, you need to have me on because apparently, it's the Lit Outlet's a little red pill, and
a little bit, definitely,
a little bit. And I gotta get in the Red Pill podcast. I've never been on one before. Never had access to one, but the Lit Outlet. You follow us on Instagram on our personal.
Good people's over in California and LA. We have gotten the invite. Once we get our asses to the West Coast,
we could talk turkey. But the clip I saw, it was definitely one of those clips that's like a take that's been taken before. I think it's an exact quote from Kevin Samuels, like women fuck who they want, but they marry who they can, and men are the opposite. Men fuck who they can, but they marry who they want.
Wow.
Which is kind of, come on, guys, come on, Lit Outlet. You say Christian's face. Listen, we used to be prime time misogynist in the early 2000s, and even I wouldn't make that take. Which, by the way, marriage is a social construct meant to suppress us, but that's a whole different conversation.
It's for agriculture and fucking contracts, so we don't fucking lose the place. That's all we're looking for, man. We want you to take care of the kids while we go do what we got to do, and that's the entire social contract. And it's only tied to women, and it's only important to women because society has deemed so, and it's told them that they need to have a wedding of a certain size to have value. So fuck that. It's okay if you want to get married. It's okay if you don't. It don't matter. And honestly, like women fucking who they want but marrying who they need. What is this, Batman? No. Like, no, it's just it's kind of preposterous, right? Like that you're gonna say that someone, because of their gender assignment, that's somehow gonna drive them to only ultimately marry, like, what was the quote? I need it again.
Well, the quote, essentially breaking it down, it means that, women are always going to have their pick of the litter of who they want to fuck, right? But the men ultimately decide who they want to commit to. And if your goal is to be married, you have a certain expiration date on when you are a quote unquote valuable candidate for marriage. Which let's take the whole marriage being fake thing out of it. No, they don't. Cause like I'm around bitches, bro. Bitches who are, quote unquote low value, they still have their pick of the litter of any man they want. I've seen men who are millionaires pay for the lives of women I wouldn't touch with a fucking 10-foot pole. So the options are out there. They're always going to be there. There's billions of men. Dick and money, they're not, or dick with money, I should say. It's not a commodity that is rare. It's literally not.
Not with these crypto bros. These crypto bros.
I could say money is a great motivator for trying to get a lot of tang, a lot of ass. So a lot of these niggas got money so they can give you their dick because they're not worth anything else.
Yeah. And then when they give you the dick and it's great pussy, then they're going, wait, this is a great girl. I think I want to marry her.
Absolutely.
Women marry, I just want to preface this conversation by saying this is not an alpha male podcast. I'm just speaking in terms for the people to understand.
This is not a dating relationship podcast at all. Disclaimer.
But women are always going to have their pick of the litter because that's just, you could be a 50-year-old woman and bag a 25, like you would be like a
That's
regular
proof.
looking like white 50-year-old woman and still get like a hot 25-year-old guy to marry
Yeah.
you. It's
Yeah.
might be weird, but it's never not going to happen for you.
So, like, I think where a lot of people are starting to not catch that, maybe that was a dynamic that was definitely, much. It's a traditional dynamic, right? Like, if we're talking about just how people look at marriage and look at the contract, so to speak, that might be how it is, how it was, and maybe in some people's lives that's still kind of true. But like it's gonna evolve, right? It's gonna have to change itself, like the way these things, like just based upon the fact that most, like the housing crisis across the country, like is enough for
Oh,
people to
dude.
know that they have to link up with somebody just to make it, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, it's already. Here's the thing, too. Like, it's already evolved. Like, so here's the thing, right? When let's say it's 1985, right? Not even getting married, but like having a kid out of wedlock is a damnable sin. Now most people have kids
Yeah.
unmarried.
Yes.
Going a certain age, like having a husband is kind of rare and also like not even that valuable, as Whoopi Goldberg would say, because this quote is going around a lot. Why would I want a man to live in my house? People want their space. There's no longer a lot of stigma around living, quote unquote alternative lifestyles. Divorce rates are really high. And by the way, I don't know if y'all are around bad bitches, but let me tell you something I learned from being around bad bitches.
Yes, I am.
The niggas who are in DMs the absolute most are married men. All right, these married men are shooting their shots with evidence
Every
all
day,
the time
bro.
in single girls DMs. These
Every day.
I've had so many girls who have the exact same problem of where like they like single men are like so intimidated by them because they're hot, but married men are just throwing Hail Marys. They're like and just sliding the DMs like, I want to eat your pussy, like I'll pay for your bills, like I could be discreet if you can. Like married niggas shoot their shot extra, triple time.
Hold on, guys, I got an actual figure, and I don't know if this. Hold on, could this be real? Yes, it is. It's 50% of marriages in America end in separation or divorce.
I mean, yeah, you got to think about it, right? It's like, well, I read it. Okay, so I'm going to preface this by saying I think all statistics are fake, but
in some manner.
Fake, or at very least hyper inaccurate, because how could you literally measure all that? But I did see a post the other day, if we're going to say stats are real, that's saying that the average relationship lasts about 3 years. So you figure if the average relationship lasts 3 years, most people get married after about 2.
Yeah.
I think 2 is about standard engagement time for most people, at least in their 20s.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, I think that's
yeah.
I think it's 20s and 40s kind of get married pretty early, because like 20s you think you're supposed to, and 40s you're like, I'm old. I've learned everything I can learn about you. So let's just do this or not. But either way,
think about those times though that you just mentioned. The times in people's lives, right? Your 20s and your 40s. Those are monumental changes.
Yes.
Right? Things are happening in your life that are probably accelerating or decelerating, right? You're in your 40s, you're in the mid 40s, you start go, oh shit, like this might be my last chance to like, really be with somebody in a intimate level that is sustained, right? That's weird. I mean, that's a weird thought. But then at your 20s, you go like this kind of the same fucking thing. Like, hold on. Everyone around me, I feel like, is getting married, and then at 40s, everyone around you is probably dying. So,
who's dying in their 40s? I personally intend to be
in their 40s, bro.
A hot, high value man forever. So, I got a corporate job. I'm high value as shit now. All I need is a couch.
we can manage that for you. I'm sure we can put that in the budget. We'll get that as a write-off.
Listen. If all I tell people is like, yo, listen, I'm a minimalist. That's how you paint the picture, and then boom, you're couch free with no scrutiny from the people.
My TV's on the floor. Yes, that is a dish from 2 weeks ago, but it's soaking, and please don't disturb it. I
I'll
know,
tell you some
Joey.
real high
You're
value
a
shit right
clean
now.
man. You're a clean man. I get it, Joey. You're beautiful. Everything's it's
Oh,
maintained.
Joey's very high value.
I'm
Yeah.
not. I'm not that clean. I could be cleaner. I could be
Mm,
cleaner. I could be a
I
lot
doubt
cleaner.
it. I think you're
Joey's
way too
Joey's
clean.
super high value for sure. Low body count,
Mhm.
fucking great job, stable,
Good
got all your
skin.
studio equipment, you got a hobby and a
Mm-hmm.
car.
Mm-hmm.
You have a car in New York. That's out of
Just
pocket.
insurance rates
He said
alone.
that's out of pocket. In Staten
Insurance
Island,
rate.
that's necessary. In Staten Island is necessary. In Staten Island, you got a car. You know, life is hard for you. Shit,
So here's the
everything
thing:
takes
it's
a lot
necessary
longer.
in Staten, it's
Yeah,
necessary in Detroit, it's
yeah,
necessary in all the suburbs in the world. But a
yeah.
lot of niggas still don't got that.
They
A
really
lot of
don't.
niggas still don't got that. And you know what?
Still,
I'm not even gonna shit on them niggas because shout out to them for
keeping it
making these
real.
women great at a curve. All right, they're grading at a curve now, dude. I grew up thinking that like you had to have like a 6-pack and 6 figures to even touch any woman. Now, so many niggas, myself included, have fucked it up so bad that like women are like, "Oh,
Yeah.
you have a job? Wow,
I'll take it.
I want you to come in me."
Yeah. We really set the bar pretty low. I think that's something we never talk about enough. The fact that the bar for men is pretty fucking dastardly low. Like even as a okay, sensitive subject, I know we're going to get some hate for it, but the reality is fatherhood is hard, but at the very minimum to be like a good dad, you just show up. And people are like,
Okay.
"Whoa, what the
Yeah.
fuck?" Like,
Mhm.
Like, he was there.
and his name was like, you get it. But like a mom like goes out on a Saturday night once in 6 months and posted on Instagram, and they're like, look at that puta. You saw her. She was sucking down on hookah, and all of a sudden she had a belly shirt showing ass. And it's like, bro, I could be doing the same thing and nobody be like, aha, he's charming, he's so
For him having a good
endearing,
time.
look at him having, he deserves it.
Yeah, because he's
Do
a
I
good dad.
deserve it? Yes. but like but like the reality is like, damn, the bar is like really low. Like I hate that as a dad. Like that I walked into the doctor's office with my daughter Lily. She had a fever, and she's really attached to me already. So she was just like just nuzzled into me, wouldn't like pick up her little head, just kept like, singing to herself on me. And like all the women in there, just like their ovaries exploded. Like I could feel it, like that kind of weird energy that women give you when they see that you're a nice father. Like they just go, wow, you're so oh, daddy's little girl. And I was like, all right, she's sick. I mean, and I'm a comfy person and I'm her dad. Like, of course she's gonna be like, I'm the only one here. Like, I can't be like, hey kid, pick it. Like, she's one. Like, I can't like tell her like you got to deal with it or something. It's not like she's 35 and I'm just like, okay, you got a flu. Like, you can definitely get some soup. But like,
Oh, dude. The horniness level of women seeing you with your child is honestly unnerving. It's a little disturbing. Dude, I had I had this ex coworker, right?
little.
This guy, bro, every weekend, this guy's telling me about new girls he's fucking. And at this job we were working, it was night shift and it was like 12-hour shifts. So you'd have weeks where you work 60, 72 hours a week for
Jesus
like months straight. And still, this guy's coming into work talking about like, yeah, some girl came over at 5 a.m. We did this. And I'm just like, I asked him, I was like, and this guy is like, he's, how old is he? He's okay, put it this way, he's a grandfather now. He's a new grandfather. He's like 43.
Oh wow.
His 18-year-old had a child
Damn.
a couple of years ago. So I think he was 43. His kid was 18, and then she had a child. So he's a grandpa. And I'm like, bro, when are you getting all this ass? Like, how are you meeting these women? And he's like, bro, drop your kid off at school, dude. He's like, you drop your kid off at school? All the moms are like, they see you every day in and out. He's like, yo, let me tell you how I fucked this last girl I fucked, bro. He says, yo, my son comes home with a piece of paper. He hands me the piece of paper. This woman had her son handed her son a piece of paper with her number on it to give to my son to give to me when I picked him up later.
That's crazy.
I love it. You know what?
And I was fucking her in 24 hours, and she was married.
Look at that strength, bro. I'm just saying, there's something. Obviously, this is it feels like age old, but like it's weird. Like it's just like all I have to do is this, and like you guys like throw me a little parade, like and like there's plenty of parents like they contribute in all their different ways, right? But it's like, all right, like that's one place. Like think about all the other places. Like we don't ever have to like look over our shoulders when we leave a parking lot. Well, like we take that so for granted. Like you try that in a bad neighborhood. Like you walk by yourself and now that danger that you feel is what a woman feels 24/7. I'm sorry to laugh at that, but that's like this ridiculous like thought. Like I've been in bad neighborhoods and go like, damn, I really don't feel safe. I really gotta like hustle to the fucking train station, and like you gotta do that everywhere. Like, golly, bro, that's fucked up.
Parking garages are scary.
Hell yeah, bro.
I was in a parking garage earlier today, and I was like, "Oh shit! What's the percentage of movies where bad things happen that have parking garages in them?"
Like 65%.
Some shit like that. It's
something like, really high, bro.
Something always happening in a parking garage. I've seen live videos of like carjackings and shooting in parking garages, and I was by myself, and I was like, "Yo, this is not the way."
I'm a little scared for my life.
I was a little scared for my life.
Why are parking garages such a hotbed for crime? It's kind of weird if you think about it, because like you have to like. Here's the thing, like. If you're trying to steal a car out of a parking garage,
it's
like
kind of the worst place to do it.
There's so many cameras in parking garages. You have to literally like pay a ticket to like get in there and get out. So it's like, why are they such a hotbed for? Like it's a really bad place for crime.
I don't think I don't think they're as bad these days
anymore. But movies,
like when they weren't cameras,
lying.
when they're because if you think about it, if there's no cameras, right, and it's dark, there's no one outside, and
it's 2 a.m.
Someone's walking into their car
in a normal city,
and then boom, you pop out with the gun and you put it to their back and you say, "Get in the car, or I'm gonna kill you." And now you're being kidnapped. It's just like a way because you're like, I guess, distracted. You're thinking about getting in your car. There's lots of dark places to hide.
Do you think you'd be a good person to kidnap? Like, let's be honest. Like, I think I'd be very annoying. At like 25 minutes in. My captors want to kill me. Definitely.
I think I'd be good.
Yeah. I don't think I'm a good captive. I'd be talking way too much shit after a little bit.
I've seen too many TikToks. First of all, who's kidnapping me? I'm literally like an over the hill black man. I don't think I'm like one of the least valuable people in this country. I'm not LeBron. Like maybe I don't have a family. Like you couldn't even hold me for ransom. Like
they're gonna be like, who do we call?
Hold on.
I don't know.
They can call my baby moms, and they'll be like,
"That's who you call, the National Meat Trader." We negotiate with captors if we have to, and the price will be set at whatever is reasonable.
No, we don't negotiate.
Whatever we could raise within 24 hours.
You hit us up with some random shit. We're coming for you, and you're going to sleep.
I'm going to say this though.
We're gonna have to.
I feel like brick and mortar crime is so lame. Like, why would you? Why are you robbing people and breaking into houses? Like, I saw a video the other day of like these kids. They were in like a Best Buy and like ripped all the Apple products off the little attachment thing and ran out the store. And I'm like, Apple products all have tracking devices in them, and like, what are you doing with that? And even so, you only who's buying the iPad off you? Like, who's in the market for that?
Nobody.
How many people do you know with a new iPad? Like nobody.
Wait, what?
I know.
There's a lot of people with iPads
and Apple Pencils.
With new ones, like who just bought an iPad. I feel like everyone who has an iPad is either they're like an artist, and if they're not an artist, or they maybe got it for their kid. But it's like if you've got an iPad for your kid, you're not gonna buy it off a Facebook sale like that. You know what I mean? Oh, no. you're gonna get the Apple Care, dude. You're gonna get the Apple Care. So
that's what you mean. That's what you mean. Now, I follow. I think we got lost along the conversation. And we were like, wait, what?
There are
lots of people, but
I'm just saying, like, no one's like, why would I buy a stolen Apple product when I can literally buy an Apple product from the Apple store and get Apple Care, and then for like $10 a month, anything I buy will be replaced immediately.
I mean,
It's
I guess they're
amazing.
cutting the price in half. You know, they
It might
even
be
in
all right.
Twitter.
I don't know.
Because
I don't know.
it's all profit. It's all profit.
It's all profit.
Well,
You're
yeah.
right.
The thing about robbery is that, like, yeah, you steal things and it's all profit. But if you're here's the thing. This MacBook that I'm recording on currently was $3,000.
Yeah.
Now, yes, I could definitely go and buy the $300 MacBook off of fucking a Facebook Marketplace or wherever you buy stolen goods, a Craigslist or whatever. But because I know it's fucking like stolen goods, I'm gonna barter. So now you're getting like $225 maybe. You could have worked a shift at Starbucks and gotten that, bro, and hit on some bitches in the process, like, and not gone to federal prison. Remember, $3,000 in some places is grand larceny.
Yeah,
So you could go to jail for a long time. That's why I'm saying brick and mortar crime. Like, you could also, like, money's not even real, man. Like, make up a coin and make it go viral. Pay somebody with a blue check to tweet about your coin that you made or your NFT, and you're gonna be rolling, dog. Instead of fucking like trying to scratch the serial number off of fucking.
I think you're forgetting something about crime. Most of the time it's free to start, so chill out, bro. It's like I don't got five G's in the bank. If I got to start this shit, I'm gonna start it the old selling drugs way.
Selling drugs. See, that's a good noble brick and mortar crime. That's a service you're providing for the people.
You know what? Robbing jewelry from people.
Oh, I've been seeing some crazy ass videos coming out like the Bronx and everything. People just fucking smashing the fucking windows of a jewelry store.
No.
It's
robbing
just like
people for
now.
Jewelry.
See, here's the problem with robbing
people for this shit.
Here's the problem with robbing people for their jewelry, right? There's two kinds of people who rock jewelry. Let's pretend you're a nigga in a down and out area and you want to rob someone of their jewelry. You're not gonna go to Tribeca or Soho to rob the upper echelon Sex in the City bitch of her brooch. You're gonna rob the niggas near you, right? People commit crime to the people closest to them. So if you're in, Highland Park, Michigan, the ghetto, and you rob a nigga of his jewelry, chances are that jewelry's fake. So you just, and I don't know if you've ever, allegedly, I have tried to rob people of their jewels. That is a fight for your life if you're not like armed. So, and you will fight for your life for like a $20 piece of jewelry. It's not good. Now, if you do say, I want to invest in my crime and go to Tribeca, go to a rich neighborhood, guess what? These people have their jewelry insured.
So they're not gonna be upset.
Oh, Justin,
that's good.
Sasha, you are missing a whole part of this market. Ready? This is the thing. You go to the club. All the bitches are out there and all the niggas with money. Those niggas got money off of drugs. They don't have their jewelry insured because they got their jewelry with illegal money. You go to the clubs. You find the ballers, the ones who aren't gonna call the cops. Those are the ones you rob. Think about it, right? Like, let's say you were in Staten Island, right?
Do not listen to any of the advice that is being said in this moment.
Not advice.
Listen, this is not advice.
Scenario. You're in Staten Island, right? Take a drive over the bridge to New Jersey. You find some of the hottest clubs in Newark. You see who the ballers are. You case the joint, go a couple times.
Jesus Christ,
catch one of them on the way out. The people who never stay at a club to the end of the night. Don't do it. Get out before then. You see all the ballers come out. End of the night, he's walking to his car by himself. He's a little drunk. He's tipsy. He's not on point. His car's parked 2 blocks away around the corner, hiding in the dark. You and your man sneak up. Yo, run that.
What is this, an episode of Power or something? Like Jesus Christ, you've done this or you're a great writer and we need to get you a Hollywood deal. Because I was drawn.
I'm gonna poke a little hole in this. There's two holes I gotta poke in it. There's two holes I gotta poke.
Niggas are doing this as we speak.
There's two holes I gotta poke because there's two kinds of drug dealers. Now, what is a drug dealer?
They're not only drug dealers. They're not
niggas
only
with money in general.
But yes, go ahead.
But niggas with money in general, there's two kinds. There are entrepreneurs. They're good businessmen and there's bad businessmen. Now, you rob the nigga for his money, or his jewels, whatever. We're sticking the jewels, or his chain, whatever it is. Like I said, half the time you may happen upon a bad businessman, and that could be a fake chain you just robbed. Or
Sure.
But here's what people don't think about sometimes. Or you got real jewelry off the real businessman, the real drug dealer, who's got real get back energy. So you just robbed this
Okay.
$1,000 chain, and now your mother's dead 3 days later.
Okay, hold on. In the same breath that
all a
Joey
part of the game.
is, we okay.
That's a part
I
of the
want to
game.
talk about the behaviors that are being displayed, the good versus evil. You know, instead of having fucking Dare going around to these fucking kids, we send Sasha to them, and he just tells this story about get back energy, and they're off the streets. Crime is down 65%. People are looking at high school rates going up, graduating, and they're going to college because of Sasha's inspiring words. The National
telling
News
you.
Treasure presents.
When a nigga kills you, he's gonna kill you for a dumbass reason, like a chain, like a sparkly piece of rocks. He's gonna murder you for that if he's got the power.
Absolutely, but there's ways to defend against that, and to there's risks in everything. All right, you walk into work.
There's risks in everything.
You're right.
I work a physical job. I walk into work, I could get hurt that day. Everything is a gamble.
You're right.
So
You're
you got to
right.
take your
You're
chances.
right.
You got to do your own research.
Mhm.
Watch who you're trying to rob. You have to have your own get back energy if you're in that business. And it's not just drug dealers. There are lots of different people who are adjacent. A lot of people who like to flex and pretend. The dudes who got the MTA jobs but want to be in the club. All the gangsters and the hustlers and shit throwing money and shit. The bus drivers who now they make $60,000 a year, but they still live at home. Take that nigga's watch, and it might be fake. It might be fake.
Here's the thing too.
It also still be worth something because it might not be all real diamonds, but it could still be some form of gold.
Something.
You take it to a pawn shop out of state. You figure
guys
it out.
ever-
You gotta collect
you
this
guys
stuff.
ever
But
been
see,
to the
here's the
Wedge?
thing. No, but I just got one more thing.
Go ahead.
This is probably not a New York problem, but niggas do be carrying guns. Like that get back might be 12 seconds later. If you're in Detroit, that get back might be instant. All right, it's Amazon Prime with it. You touch the chain, now you have no fingers because they just blew them right off. Niggas love to. Bro, I remember I was at a barber
Quick
shop
draw
a few months ago, and this nigga was just had his gun on his hip in the barber shop. I was like, bro, it is 3:00 in the afternoon. Like, who is running up on you?
Anybody. Honestly, that's the perfect place to get somebody. I've literally had to respond to an emergency that was in a barbershop the same way. Somebody got their fucking wig peeled back, bro. Like straight up, like fucking Lucky Luciano style. Like fucking just getting a nice little cut. All of a sudden, people, like that.
That's why we fall in love with our barbers because it's a very
because
moment,
they're doing something. They're always in how they say it, in the streets. They really are though. Like they really are out there. Like you start talking to some of these dudes, they always got something like, especially New York City barbers. Like there's just a little bit of fraud or hustle, like under that nice little barber coat. Like it's just if your shape up is a 9 out of 10, almost always know that barber definitely has a connect for anything you need. I think it just comes with the territories, bro. It comes with it.
I am not advocating for a life of crime or armed robbery. I'm not advocating for that. I just want to make that clear. Don't do that. Don't do that. I'm afraid of you.
I am not advocating for brick and mortar crime of any kind, unless it's selling drugs, which again, not a crime.
That is a service to the community. We all need them.
Selling drugs is great. And also, if you decided to become a pirate, that I'd probably back. Just because, like, if you've got, I've come to a realization, and I think society has to come to grips with it. Pirates are gay. Like, they have to be all gay, right? Like the whole lot of them, right?
It would help, I'm sure.
Right? Like you're at sea with the same 17 dudes or like 100 dudes. Like somebody's going to be clapping cheeks after a while. Like there's just it's statistically impossible, I think, at that point.
Now I have the
I'm gonna
question: how long would you have to be at sea to fuck a man? Like, what's your limit?
depends on how much scurvy I have in me.
Right.
If I have enough citrus and we just came off the shores of Nassau, maybe that peach looks just right, bro. Maybe
How
your boy has truly
Columbus
found the
fucked
booty.
a manatee.
And it's definitely not a manatee. I'm gonna
That is
be with
how
a
Columbus
man
fucked a manatee.
and a T. No, no. You know why I thought about this? I'll tell you why. I was watching this dumb show called "This Flag Means Death," and it's about this gentleman pirate, right? And all of a sudden, I guess he gets this friendship with Blackbeard, and I guess history has always kind of suggested that they had more than a friendship, right? Because they were like scoundrels. Like, why should they even be friends? Like, this guy literally dresses up in like fucking ascots and like a very proper gentleman, and like Blackbeard's like a murdering like scary person, right? But why does history have them like being friends? So this show for some reason goes way in, like leans right into it and just has them like make out for a second, and I was like, you know what, I'm glad we've got here. I'm glad society has got here where I just saw that and it's like, fuck, that was actually nice. That was endearing. I like it was
By
great. It was a good
endearing,
moment.
by endearing, do you mean hot?
A little hot. Because I'm gonna butcher his name. Taika Waititi. You
Romantic.
know what I'm talking about. He's a director, filmmaker. He did like a few. Okay, he's a very handsome man. I'll drop the his look in the chat. But it is, yeah, he is cool, and they made him look cool as Blackbeard. Like he's what I would imagine if you became a pirate, actually, Sasha. Like he has like this, for some reason, no sleeve on one arm, and it's kind of just fucking badass and leather. I don't know why.
So he's like
Um,
LL Cool J, but for the top half.
for
And
the
at
top
sea.
half,
Deep blue
and at
sea.
Deep Blue Sea. Oh my God, LL, bro. The first black man to survive a horror movie in history. Like, isn't that the fucking stupidest fact? But
This is what
it's
Malcolm
also
X
just
died
really
for.
true. Yeah, this is exactly what Malcolm X died for. Holy shit, that's fucked. I gotta show you this one too.
Oh, this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is like
Uh,
stock hot guy.
yeah, he's very hot. He's beautiful and he's cool. He's got a very nice accent. So you just like fall in love with him. And he does like Blackbeard, like really cool. And it's just a stupid comedy. And it's really well written. It's almost like a modern day like Monty Python, like the comedy that's wrote like like those deeper skits. And it just keeps going. So yeah, it's a if you're into dumb shit, pirates are gay, guys. That's really what I want the takeaway to be.
If you're into hot gay sex at sea, tune into the National.
Seriously, I mean, if you want to be deep into starboard, or port, you really want to listen to the National Meat Treasure, because I'll give you all the gay content you need. I'm out there. I'm listening to all of it. It's because I'm a garbage can of pop
Now
culture.
that I think about it, I mean, I don't really stumble upon gay porn too often, but I feel like I think I've probably seen gay porn like 3 times in my life. None of it was pirate based, and I'm a little upset about that. I feel like it should have been.
It's a logical leap. It's a logical leap. Listen, I don't know. You ever get mad at what the algorithm starts throwing at you? Like all of a sudden, I'm checking out a little anal, I'm checking in a little this, a little that, and you start throwing like dudes at me. Like, okay, like there's nothing I watched, I think, that suggested that was the next step for me. I appreciate the suggestion, but what did I trigger in the system? That's what I'm wondering. Like, what was the one thing? Like, I don't know. It always concerns me.
Speaking of pornography, let's bring it back to a classic, my friend. Cherokee D Ass is now on TikTok. She's out of retirement. I don't know if she's out of porn retirement, I haven't seen her do any porn
No,
yet, but
she's
she has
out of
the
porn.
website.
Yeah, she's out of porn. Whichever. She's
You
got
would
a
know. Have
yeah.
you have you beat off to it yet? Have you beat off to the new content?
No, I just know that she's out there. Because I was following some of her cohorts, and they seem to have kind of teamed up together, like almost like a Justice League for big booty women. Like it was
Whoa,
like,
whoa, whoa. Who is the Justice League of porn right now? Who do you think?
ooh, that's a good one. You
You
know,
don't know
it used to
porn star
be
names like I do, so this will be.
Yeah.
okay,
I'm
Angela
very
White
versed in
is
my porn.
definitely Captain America at this point. You
Captain
know,
New Zealand.
Captain Compatriot. Compatriot. That's I just gave him a free one. Brazzers is gonna be doing that shit in like 2 weeks, bro. They already
haven't
made the phone call. Yeah, right. Wow.
I feel like Tiana Trump is definitely like in a porn Hall of Fame, but she's not in the Justice League. She's definitely like the League of Villains for sure. She just gives me
like Lex
evil bitch
Luthor.
energy. She just sucks dick. She's angry all the time. Like she is heated.
Arabella Raphael is definitely in the Justice League for porn actresses. She is definitely, I'm gonna say, a Hulk. Yeah, she's an Incredible Hulk.
I think a
She
Bella
has the Dr.
Danger.
Banner. You know.
A Bella Danger is definitely on the Justice League.
Okay, I like it. Okay, you know, we gotta round it out. We gotta figure out who else to add on this. I think we need a Iron Man, so to speak. And
who's the white bitch? No, the one bitch has got to be Thor. The white bitch who sucks crazy dick and she's mad little. She gives me Thor energy. I forgot her name, but I'll give you a quote that she said. She said in an interview on Adam 22, she was like, "I love gangbangs because there's 8 men around me and I control all of them and make more money than them, and they have to do everything I say." What the fuck is her name? It starts with an A, I think.
That's villain energy right there.
Honestly, I'm gonna open Pornhub right now and see who's in the top.
He's gonna open it raw.
She's definitely top 20 right now.
Are you using multiple screens now?
Oh, I don't have my hub. I left it at work.
I was thinking you finally stepped into the future, but no, he's definitely replaced our faces with porn, ladies and gentlemen. So that's the worst part is that now he's
Adriana Chechik.
Okay, yeah, she's
Adriana Chechik. That's the one. She gives she gives filthy top, and she is built for slutting, my friend. She's definitely Brandy Love. Got to be up there.
Who's somebody that got removed from the Justice League and replaced at one point?
Lana Rhoades is still the #1 porn star on Pornhub.
I was gonna say like Mia Khalifa was like, you know, a Barry Allen and then got replaced with a Wally West because that's what we needed for history and time, kind of thing. Like, you know, we had her, but she was a little too chaotic and we had to replace her with somebody else.
Wait, can I tell you guys? I just got a huge ton of validation right now. So right now I'm on the Pornhub top porn star list, right? And a while ago, when I was still beating off to white women, there was one woman who caught my eye. She's like this Russian girl, and she's always like sucking off her boyfriend in cosplay. And there was the one video with her in fox ears. Really did it for me, right? I thought I was weird beating off to this, John. She is #5 on the top most jerked off to people right now on Pornhub. Sweetie Fox.
It's crazy, right? Isn't it amazing? Like when okay, I think we're all old enough now that we've maybe we've had somebody in our pocket for a little bit. You know, some one of our favorite actresses, and when we start grassroots with them, right, brick and mortar, if you will, you know, that first stone, we're the cornerstone of their career as we see them grow, and they finally get to those echelons, and you go, wow, I remember when they did this, and I was on the train quite early. It's satisfying. It's satisfying. Like you go, like, damn, I was right. I bet on this dark horse, and it paid off. It didn't, but like, what do I get out of it? But maybe better quality stuff, I think.
Well, yeah. You know, I'm not weird for jerking off to her. Or maybe I am weird. I feel like maybe her being in the top 5 implies that I'm a lot weirder than I think, because, you know, weird niggas beat off. But, you know, I'll drop a picture in the chat for you guys so you can see the fox ear magic. Also,
I'm still always going to be a
fox
fan.
ear sex, very underrated. I'm going to say it. Fox ears, hot. It's a hot look. I don't know why that does it for me. But fox ears, that's a good look. Getting sucked off with some fox ears. Fox ears and
Wow.
white contacts.
Wow. You have a very specific fantasy. You fucking you fucking piece of shit. you that is like an Inuyasha and Naruto like fucking crossover if I've ever seen it. You just think about Hinata and her in like some kind of fucking fox outfit. You're a demon and we need to exercise you somehow because that's evil. You piece of shit.
Now I'm just like looking up like the top porn actresses.
Just looking up.
Very, very much
You're
a
looking at
shame that
Hinata
like
porn. That's what
most of
you're
these
looking at.
actresses are white. How far do I have to go to see a black woman on here?
Hold on,
prospering?
because white supremacy has gone so far to just influence
All right,
us.
wait.
Wow, national meat treasure on brand.
Number 31, Autumn Falls. There we go. That's a black woman right there.
Autumn Falls. That is.
I jerk off clearly way more than both of you because I'm in here alone. But let's give a shout out to Kim Kardashian for still being 49.
Wow. You know what? I feel.
Why? That sex tape was so bad. Like watching that as an adult, it was not a good tape. She is not very enthused.
No, she's not. She's not into it. That's not. She's just a normal person. Like at that point, like she's just taking it. It's all right. Like it's fine. But apparently her ranking went down, which I'm kind of sad to see that she's being usurped by whom. I don't know.
Could you imagine like the reason for that? Like people going, I didn't like her Met Gala outfit. I'm not gonna beat off to her today. Ranking drop.
And then just trending downwards, like just like your
I
penis.
don't like how
went
she's treating
off.
Kanye. I will not give her my cum.
Absolutely not. Only to her sisters. No, it's a weird thing to think about. Wow. There's a lot of people in the industry. Like, you forget, like there's really a flavor for anyone out there, ladies and gentlemen. Just ask for it. It'll exist. That's the weirdest thing.
All right. So one thing I am hype on these results. It's not weird shit, right? Like these are all traditionally attractive women, at least, and some men in here have made the cut. But yeah, I'm glad it's like because like for example, these top. Actually, you know what? Now Riley Reid's number 4, and she's kind of you know what? Yeah, Eva Elfie is 3, and Riley Reid is 4, and they're very small white women who could if you were a pedophile, I can see you beating off to that. So maybe this is kind of weird nigga shit. Johnny Sins coming in at number 17 though. Good for him.
Good for him.
I mean, there's so many women in porn.
He's got a trophy next to
man,
him too. I don't know what that's telling me. If he's a Pornhub's awards winner. Wow, that is some clout, if you ask me. Imagine.
I mean,
I just get a little trophy.
Could you imagine if like one day, like, just imagine like your life just goes a different path. You start getting into porn out of desperation. And then suddenly, like a couple years later, you're like number 15 most jerked off to person in America, maybe even the world.
Life changed for you really rapidly at that point, right? Like things are literally coming at you fast. Dun, 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 and I'm done.
I would love to see both of your sex tapes. I would really, as a friend, would love to see that.
Yeah, it would be fun.
Do you guys still record porn as married men?
Do I still record what?
I plead the fifth.
Record the sex you're having with your wife.
I also
plead the fifth.
Well, whether you are or not, solid move is you're clapping it from the back. Just throw her the phone and have her hold it. That shit is a view, my friend.
View. Wow. Look at you.
That's a good move, bro.
That's Scorsese over here, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh no, just expire. It's Michael Bay.
Baby, hold the gimbal. Like, oh dude, my god! Actually,
there was a time period.
We need more drums.
So I actually do have like a ring light in here. I really have not used it for porn escapades, but I totally should.
Oh my god! What do you? Just do it. At this point, yo, we've been talking about this for 80 episodes. You garbage human being. Just set up the OnlyFans. Like, it is time for you to see and let them
Listen,
see your best self. And that
I have
doesn't
said
even just
this.
have to be you, pleasuring yourself. It could be with friends. Listen. Life is
Let
good.
me break it down for you. Because I was having this conversation with somebody the other day. They were saying, "Why don't you do the OnlyFans? Why don't you do the OnlyFans?" And you know what? If I hadn't started this podcast, I might have gone down that path. But here's the thing about
Wow.
podcast creation. And it's not the podcast. It's about. Here's the thing about the podcast, right? I try to make clips every single day. All right, every day I set aside a little bit of time to make a clip. I rewatch these episodes like 3 times sometimes because maybe I missed something, or maybe there was, or like maybe because sometimes the clips, I don't know if you guys noticed, but like sometimes the clips I take like 20 minutes of conversation and like boil it down to 15 seconds because there was a punchline way far away, right?
Yeah.
This is hard. So
Yes.
like and still, the numbers, they're coming in, but they're coming in very slow. We've been doing this for almost a year now, and like we're doing it for free. So here's my thing. It is no, it takes a lot of my time, but it's not a lot of my like, mental energy to like not see the numbers I want. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
whereas I thought last year we might be at 15K by now on YouTube, we're not,
Right.
which is fine with me because I'm having fun doing this. I'm having fun creating content. But the thing is, if I'm beating off every day, editing clips of me beating off, taking snippets for TikTok, doing sexual erotic thirst traps on TikTok to lure people into the sexual Twitter, to then lure them into the sexual OnlyFans, it's going to be hard. And
Can't
I'm
even
not
mention
willing.
OnlyFans.
My ego couldn't take it. If I drop a clip and it gets 7 views, I'm not hurt because I had fun having this conversation. And whereas I might have had fun jerking off, it's going to be a real blow to my ego if I'm greasing up my dick for millions of people and no one's buying. Right?
That's the only thing stopping him, folks. It's just we need the engagement to be right.
Workload.
So let him know that you just want to
I-
send him $10 for a nude. How about we don't even involve a monthly price? You know what? Let's do it a la carte.
Commissions.
And you say $200 to see my feet with a little lotion on them. How about that?
I do have some pretty feet. I do get my feet done.
Yo, shout out to anyone who does, like OnlyFans and content like that. Because when you break it down the way you said, like that
sounds nightmarish.
Gotta be mentally exhausting. That being your job, that's mad work.
Exactly. You make beats. Like this is something you put your heart and soul in, and when it doesn't get the attention you want, it hurts your feelings a little bit. Now imagine it's your whole entire dick that society has been telling you for your entire life to not show people.
Yeah.
Everyone's telling you to show their music. Even people who aren't fucking with your music are telling people, hey, you should put this music out.
Yes.
But if it's your fucking beef, and by the way, like I don't have anybody to film with, so maybe if I had like a person who was already on OnlyFans and they were like, yo, just come create with me, and then I saw like if I let's say a girl had an OnlyFans and she was like, I want you to fuck the shit out of me on camera, I'm gonna do it. But if and then if I see her comments and it's like, yo, that nigga's pretty, who's that, I like his tattoos or whatever, I might be inspired to venture out on my own, become an entrepreneur. But for now, it would just be me beating off and moaning and I don't know if you ever had a girl ask you for cum videos. That's it's very in vogue right now, where girls are like, I don't want dick pics, I want nut videos with the sound on. I want to hear you moan my name. And I have recorded those videos for an ex that we were long distance with. And let me tell you, I was in love with this girl, and it was still kind of work to put this in. Because all right, I'll paint the picture for you, right? So this girl sent me a 20-minute
maybe
video.
Not. Maybe don't paint the picture. Maybe not. Politely decline. Thank you.
Word.
You're right. Absolutely not content. Never mind.
This is a little too spicy. You were literally just about to tell us how you nut. Let's. Holy shit.
We've been friends for 20 years, man.
I don't need the picture to be painted. I'm sure it looks like I can imagine it very against my
I'm
will.
trying to paint,
I
all
can
right.
imagine it. Against my will. Again, we don't need. This is Patreon level content in first place, but it's also just for the safety of people out there. Well, it is a lot of man. It's 200 pounds of man, oiled up, tattooed, gorgeous. Um, I
Listen,
don't
man,
know.
you don't know
A lot.
pain
Beef Castle.
until listen. You got 2 jars of coconut oil, right? You got one
Okay.
for cooking and one for jerking off with. When you mix up those jars by accident, it's
Hold on.
you're still
When
gonna
you
eat. You're
jerk
still
off with
gonna eat
coconut
that
oil,
food.
Yeah,
You're still gonna eat that food, but it's gonna be shameful. All right, coconut oil is
Yeah.
expensive. You can't waste that. It's
but
got a
that
very
shit's
high
gonna
smoke
cook your
point.
dick. It's gonna cook your dick at one point. Like at one point, you're just gonna be like, "Whoa, who left the meat out?" Like, what?
Listen,
How?
What
Maybe
happens
I
if you
don't.
start associating like
Coconut
all the
oil.
like cooking and everything you eat with also how your dick smells
Just,
because you're using
just don't
coconut
use the
oil?
coconut oil at Sasha's house. It's gonna have like a nice little hole right
Does that
in
mean
the
like
middle.
when you start to jerk
Avoid
off,
that
do you get
jar.
hungry? Do you get hungry when you jerk off?
I mean, I get hungry when I
or
have sex anyway. So
when you're hungry, do you think about eating your own dick?
Whoa, that's a weird one.
that thought has crossed my mind. Yes, sometimes you're beating off, you smell the coconut oil, you smell the tropical paradise, and you're like, "Damn, if I could suck my own cock right now." Because you got to realize, right?
You just said tropical paradise.
Yeah,
listen, I
he
got
did.
to paint the picture for you. I know you don't want it.
Yo,
But
you
this is
You
about to
really
wanna
don't.
paint this
He
picture,
this is
just
about
man.
to be
against
Mozart.
my will. Against my will.
This is about to be
Against my will.
Mozart for you, bro. All right, this is about
Wow.
to be fucking the Mona Lisa. When you're jerking off with some coconut oil for a video for someone, it's like you're basically edging, right? So you're edging, you're getting hungry, you smelling the coconut, and then you're looking at your glistening cock because you're hard as rock. Your dick is looking beautiful, aka delicious, and you're like, damn, how flexible am I really? And that's when you're like, let me look.
That is. What is wrong with you, bro? Like, what is wrong with your life at this moment that you're
Listen.
literally thinking about eating your own glizzy? Leave
Listen,
it
listen.
alone.
I
Leave
was
it
in a
alone.
long distance relationship during the pandemic. All right, shit got a little wicked. All right, it was nasty work out here.
I can imagine. I can imagine. I can imagine. Listen, man, there was so many kids and babies just being made off of the strength of Zoom videos and a little fucking Skype video. Oh, you start see like just people, whether you were with them, whether you weren't. Listen, man, it was
We
a
gotta
sexy
get somebody
time.
on the pod
Pandemic
who
was
like.
sexy. Can we be real? It was a little sexy. It was. We were all scared, so we were fucking way more. I think society decided if we're gonna end it, we're gonna end it like this, having sex.
Nah, I think I got I got a couple pandemic booty calls that were like I turned down because I was seeing someone, but pandemic booty calls are nasty work, bro. I didn't like them.
You
They
think
didn't make me
so?
feel good. Well, here's the thing about a pandemic booty call, right? I was getting booty
Explain.
calls from girls who were not giving me the time of day during like in 2019. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So it was like,
Okay.
damn, like
Okay.
when we were like, you really have to like, you really think I'm gonna be the last man alive, and that's why you want this dick. Like,
No,
literally,
she was.
like,
Listen, she was a hero. She was worried about community spread. That's what it was. You piece of shit. She just needed to know that you were within her circle, so she can suck a dick that was available.
but that's the thing. It was bitches like I was trying to be in their circle before the pandemic, and they wasn't having it. They was ghosting me.
Oh.
They was flaking on me. They was taking 86 hours to return a text message talking about some I fell asleep, bitch. When? Did you go into a coma? And then when the pandemic's gone, the world's ending, I'm sure their regular dick is trapped in the house with their girlfriends because you know these hoes was sneaky linking.
Right.
Now they're hitting up my single ass during the end of the world like, hey, what are you doing? Haven't heard from you in a while, stranger. And keep not hearing from me, bitch. I don't care if you live or die. Like, what are you doing? I was depressed in 2019 and you wasn't trying to throw this ass. Now that I'm focused on living, you're like, oh, let me come over there and give you Rona because I know they had it too. They probably had some Rona
They
and thought,
probably
oh,
did have it.
like they probably had some Rona and they're like, you know what? I can't even taste right now, so let me just suck this nigga's dick that I don't even want to suck because I can't taste it anyway. Yeah, I mean, see how you bitches was.
That's why OnlyFans blew up because now like the viable, method of going to see a John and charging X amount went away. You know, you couldn't just, get your brick and mortar prostitute. You had to go to OnlyFans. And all of the same ladies was like, hey, listen, I can spread my cheeks out in real life or on a camera. And look, I think that's why OnlyFans is a piece of shit for trying to turn its back on the sex industry. That's how I'm gonna end.
Yo, dead ass.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Well, OnlyFans blew up because of everybody not having a job, and then they were like, "Well, these bills won't stop for disease because capitalism is the devil, and it's the real disease."
Wow!
It is.
Wow! Listen, that's why we need to have an uprising with all the prostitutes in the world, taking over our legislator, and we just need to get all the people that don't get hurt a lot in seats of power. What the fuck? Where am I going with this? Stop it. We don't need responsible talk. It's totally fine. Life is shitty, but it's getting better for some of us. No, it's not. All of us are going to be
better.
crushed by it.
It'll be its best when you pay for videos of me jerking off with coconut oil. So if you want me to start that OnlyFans, let me know. Hit the DMs.
We don't need
also,
the
let me know
OnlyFans.
what you got at the end of the episode.
It's a la carte at this point. We already figured this out. It's you're gonna have a menu. That's where we're going. We're gonna go to Reddit.
What are my rates? What are my rates, do you think, for like a standalone?
I'm always amazed at how again the industry works. I've seen menus like that before from people who decide to do all manners of things. And one of those things is like dick ratings, which also include humiliation, which is a crazy way to make money. And I don't know how I can't get into that. Because I mean, imagine like part of your job is just saying like, you fucking piece of shit, you little dick motherfucker. You can't even come right. Like some shit like that. What? And you get like $10 off of it. Yo, I do it for free now.
Now here's my thing. And this is for the male listeners. I feel like almost half the OnlyFans girls I know do dick ratings, which means there's a big market for it. Can you please tell us
really
like
is.
what is your game? Because I know somebody's getting the dick rate, right? Like we won't reveal you. Just let us know. Are you paying for dick ratings? What are you hoping to get out of that? Because I imagine there's some guy out there, because it's not every guy trying to get humiliated, right? It can't be. There's got to be a guy with like a massive schlong who just wants to be told that often, but like, I don't know. No one's coming forward and saying they're paying for the service. So I want to know, like come on the pod, talk about your massive dick.
Don't come on the pod. Don't actually come on the pod. Like you can be recorded. Please, we have to be careful with our phrasing, because we're definitely gonna find some dude just like
hey, come to the pod. We can market this as ASMR. Beat off to the sound of my voice. It'll do a lot for my ego.
I feel like what I would want, I wouldn't want a rating. I feel like I'd want like a pass fail. Like would you fuck it or would you not fuck it? Like
that's
yes or no. Because then you can like lie. Like then the person can lie and just say yes for the money. And then that person can, and then maybe they're not lying, and then that's what you think when you're the guy who's paying for it. You said maybe she's not lying. And,
wow.
And then you get to believe.
I think my dick. See, I would, if I wanted to get an honest dick rating, I think it's the same as my face, like an 8. I think I'm always gonna pass. Obviously, the results are there. Time-tested meat.
The resume.
But like
the resume
is there. But like, here's the thing. I know what to do with my dick. You know what I mean? I know how to sling it. But like, what are women thinking when they see that shit immediately? Are they thinking, oh, this is going to percolate? Or like, damn, he better know what he's doing. You know what I mean? That's the rating I want. Are you seeing the dick and going, this is a good dick? Or are you seeing the dick and going, I'm gonna see what he's got. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Are you seeing the dick and going, this is 100% gonna get me there?
Yeah, women are taking a gamble again, because we can almost always get at least to where we need to get. But
every woman being so different, I'm sure all the different shapes of the different people. I'm sure they can imagine, okay, that's what that's going to feel like. You know what? Yeah. I feel like,
rib for my pleasure.
I feel like there's something out there for everyone. So I feel like you'd get good results back.
Hey,
You know?
You
listen,
know what? I was actually
rock your
thinking about
mushroom
that
chip.
exact thing
Not
the other
me.
day. I was thinking about that exact thing the other day because it's like, as a man, you put your dick in a pussy, it's almost always going to feel good, right? But as a woman, like every time you see dick, it's going to be different every single time, and like you don't
Yeah.
like you probably spend like your whole 20s like not even knowing the size you want or what works for
Right.
you.
Right.
Wow, this is
Right.
deep. Wow,
Yeah.
we're really pardon the pun. Uh, it's a deep conversation. We're talking about vaginas that we don't have. Respect to us, the modern
It's
male.
not about vaginas. It's just about seeing dick and like not knowing what to expect every time. Because when you're
Yeah.
like 35, you know the size you like, right? But
Right.
when you're
Do you?
22, you don't know. Like at 22, you're still gonna like. I feel like at 35, you're not gonna see a dick that you haven't seen before. I feel like dicks
Right.
probably only come in like 10 different shapes and sizes, really.
Right.
But but like at
Imagine
22,
this.
yeah, but like at 22, you might still see a monster or a micro or like a tuna can or a
Yeah.
fucking something crazy that you haven't peeled
A
on you yet.
tuna can.
Flat and wide,
Oh, it just sounds like that sounds like what a turtle penis looks like. Actually, another thing you'll learn on the National Meat Treasure, they have a wide, mushroom-like penis. It's weird. It's flat too.
I'm not gonna Google turtle penis because I don't want to fuck up my algorithm any more than I already have with this podcast.
Yeah,
Sonic
we've
fan art
ruined
fucked
it.
up my shit already. I don't want to go any deeper.
Incognito mode, bro.
Yeah, I just had to do that too, right? Like I was like, I can't do this. But I think this is a good spot. This has been the National Meat Treasure. Again, we are thankful for all the shares, the comments, a lot of the actions going on TikTok. Thank you for all the kind words and also laughing at the stupid shit we say. We do release an episode every Thursday at 2 p.m. This is what today's Tuesday. It comes out on Thursday, so we're getting fresh. We're getting fresh for you. Let's give us a like, subscribe, hit all the bells for notifications, and keep going with us. You go.
Also, ladies, we are looking for a guest. You don't have to be somebody big on the internet, but just we want some new energy on here. We need some women on the pod. Also, if you are lame and you know you're lame, don't volunteer. We don't want to have to turn you down. We have had whack guests on before, so we don't want that to be you. But if you can talk turkey, if you could hang with the boys, let us know. Especially if you got something to promote. But yeah, in the meantime, DM me for dick ratings and follow me at thin.cool.lips.
Are you dick rating? Are you?
I'll rate some dick for some
You think you can
$10
take
a
that
dick.
on?
I'll rate some dicks,
Yeah. Okay.
especially
All right.
tax-free. Tax-free $15. I'll rate some dicks.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Cash App.
I don't know if my rating is valuable to
Drop
you
the
because
Cash App.
I'm not gonna do anything with it, and I've only seen live penis maybe like 3 times in my life. That wasn't mine, and none of this was on purpose. So I don't know exactly what the dick market is right now because again I'm still
I've been in the same
like a
room
young
when
girl.
you've seen it.
Yeah,
When
like a
you've seen
young
it.
girl. Yeah, like a young girl, I haven't seen all the dicks I'm going to see yet. So I don't know how valuable my opinion is, but $15, $20 in my Cash App, TROPJ, I'll give it to you. But follow me at thin.cool.lips on TikTok and Instagram, and follow at National Meat Treasure on TikTok and Instagram, at NMT Pod on Facebook.
Yeah, and follow me on TikTok and Instagram at Saint Thrilla, and follow 303 BAM Music at 303 BAM on all social media platforms, Apple Music, Spotify, whatever you listen to music on. And yeah, that's all I got.
Send us your dicks.
Please don't send any dicks. Please send all the dicks that you want to Sasha, but like yes. I prefer my zone to be dick free. That's just my thing. Okay. This has been the National Meat Treasure, and we love you. Good night.